Hi, my name is Solly Tamari and I will be your host during this presentation. Why should you use EasySafe for digital estate planning and, more important, why should you use it now? In this presentation, we will see how you can secure your digital assets, and actually we will learn what digital assets are and how they are changing the world around us and our personal world too.
So what are digital assets? Well, there are many things that we might not have thought of them as such. They are all the websites that we visit and use. I'm sure you can recognize a few of these names like Gmail, eBay, and Yahoo. There are also the social media sites we use like Facebook and LinkedIn, and there are also the passwords we use to log into the sites once we have signed on. Wow, so many links and passwords to remember. And they are also pictures that we once used to send out to be developed, then kept them on expensive paper in albums somewhere, whereas today every phone or digital camera will take pictures that can be uploaded and shared in a minute from the time they were taken. Just look at that cute boy in the picture. Would you believe that's me? And there are videos that once used to be 8mm videos that we had to have developed in a special shop, and it took days. Now videos too are shot using a digital camera or our phone and shared with all the family on Facebook in an instant. Digital assets are also very much the bank accounts we use online, the insurance policies we need to store somewhere and locate when required, and the deed to our house or houses. Yep, also the one in the Bahamas, even if it is a secret. There are also our mortgages, with so many pages that can easily be stored and accessed in digital format, and will even save a few trees by saving on paper. Plus, there is a whole lot of other information that needs to be kept somewhere easy to find. Most of us have already switched from paper statements to digital statements we receive in email. These are much easier to store and find when needed, and are also very good for the environment. Important documents can also be digital assets. If today they are on paper, we can easily scan them into our computer and actually convert them into digital assets so that we can access them from anywhere without actually having them. I could go into an internet cafe in some remote town in Peru, for example, and access, download, and print a copy of my document, certificate, or even my medical records. We can also scan letters from our loved ones, or my school grades where I was so good in Afrikaans, or any other memento we would like to keep. Do you know where your birth certificate is? Your kids' birth certificates? Your marriage certificate? I'm sure the answer is maybe. This is why we should start early and make it a habit of storing all these digital assets as we go along, so that they are easily available many years down the road, even after we have moved several homes and hundreds of boxes. My will and other last wishes can also be part of my digital assets. Here I can specify what I would like happening at my funeral. Personally, in my funeral, I would like people to be happy and celebrate my life. I can also determine what my heirs should do with all the stuff I collected. The reality is that more and more things are going digital and on the cloud. Amazon just announced that they launched an online digital music player. In Japan, they are scanning books into digital format in order to save space. My father bought a Kindle to read books, and even I now read books on my phone. Many government agencies now use emails and online storage to share information with us, and most payments are done electronically. This trend of converting most things into a digital format or switching over to digital data is rapidly increasing. It actually makes sense and makes life much easier than before. It is shortening the sometimes long process of how things were done before. Let's take books, magazines, and newspapers. Until now, the process was a writer or journalist writes the book or article. Then, if they're lucky, they get a publisher that publishes it and prints it on paper made from trees. Then the thousands and thousands of paper books are transported, yes, using expensive, energy-guzzling transportation, to bookstores where more people now sell it to you with the purpose of reading it. Expensive, time-consuming, and bad for the environment. Nowadays, the same writer or journalist writes the article or book, but they publish it electronically online, and a minute later, anyone in the world can read the article or book. We have cut out all the middlemen, plus the energy waste, and much more. It is also now much easier to store all our important documents and have them available when we need them. Moreover, it is much easier to select what I want to do with all my digital assets, whom to pass it on to, and maybe also decide on my own legacy that I want to leave behind, which will now be easily accessible to anyone from anywhere. Now that you understand what digital assets are and why it is so important to manage them correctly, please click below or go to www.e-z-safe.com to see how EasySafe can help you. Thank you for your attention. Wishing you a wonderful and healthy day.